what's the topic that I should supposed to what's the topic that I supposed to say. So somebody asking is how much is the cost of because there's a foreigner that message us how much is the cost of wedding here in the Philippines, because she's planning to have to have their wedding in the province. And the answer of that question, sir, depending on how many people that you invite, and at the same on your Filipino wife, and at the same time the reception. Where do you want to get married? Do you want it to be special wedding in the church with a lot of people that you're inviting, or and you have a special reception with the drone, with a pictorial, but expert videographer, photographer. If that's the case, and then there's a catering. If that's the wedding that your Filipina is up to, of course you need to pay the bridal car. You need to pay the drone that do do the video drone on your wedding. You need to pay the picture. You need to pay the videographer, the photographer. The venue. The food, the catering. So expect that would be around, depending on, but mostly we know somebody that doing a special wedding, and it's very very nice. It's a very nice area, it's a very nice location, and at the same time, depending on if you want to be in the beach wedding, you want to be in the hotel, you need to also to pay the rooms for your visitor, where the accommodation. So 300 400,000, the food. So could be just 300 to 400,000, 500. So just expect that range, 300 to 400. It's better that kind of range. But if your Filipino wife is simple and just wanted to have the receptions in their home, in their house, and they will the relatives, the family will be the one to cook the lechon, will be the one to cook all the preparations of the food, then you will be able to less it, and then you're able to rent just one elk truck with your visitor. If they don't have transportation, you could able to rent 3,000 pesos, from the church to the house of your wife, depending on how far it is. If that's the location, if that's the scenario of your wife's wedding, if that's the scenario of your wedding, then maybe 100,000 for the food, some drinks. We call it 100,000, and it's already been nice, because I'm sure that your Filipino wives have some they can borrow chairs from the barangay, some tables from the barangay, or the family of your Filipino wife can do some bamboo chairs, like just the whole bamboo, and then make it people where they can sit, and then they can also buy some tarpaulin, some tarp, so that in case it's raining or it's very hot, there are some shadows where your Filipino where the visitor can hide, hide from the sun. So if that's the case, maybe 100 will be already enough, 100 or 150,000. But I think 100 can do, because for example, you got 3 pigs, lechon, call it 10,000, 3 lechon, so 10,000 times 3, 30,000. Drinks, call it 5,000 for soft drinks, if it's a lot, soft drinks 3,000, of 3, call it 5,000, so that's around 35,000. And then the rental for your bride's dress and some of the bridesmaid, call it another 5,000 or 8,000, for example, call it 10,000. So 30 times plus 5 plus 10, call it 45,000. And then the rent on the transportation, 5 overall, maybe 5, so call it 45 plus 5, so 50,000. And then the one sack of rice, maybe that will be enough, and another pig for chop for another menu, another, for example, another pig which costs 10,000, so that's 60,000 plus 10, so 60,000. So yeah, possible 100 will be quite enough, so depending as I said, depending on the cost of your Filipino wife wanted, what kind of wedding she up to. Is it a special wedding where she wanted to be in a nice resort, in a nice wedding venue with a, then it will be different expenses. But if it's just the wedding that is just be the venue will be the house of your Filipino wife, with then possible just around 100 or more, 50 to 100,000, because you still can hire a professional photographer, which costs around possible 3,000 to 5,000 pesos for that day. Then that's still there's still enough budget to accommodate on that, so that's the answer of your question, sir. And you could able to last if your Filipino wife family has pigs, then you could have free wedding pigs. Have a great day. Thank you so much, and God bless. Bye bye.